The MINI Superleggera concept was one of the most beautiful things that the brand has ever created, and yet it was never produced. Why was it never produced, and where did it come from? Let's talk about this incredible concept and dig into why it remains a one-off. We first saw the MINI Superleggera concept at Detroit in early 2015, and it wowed us with its details and its overall aesthetic. It was, in a sense, the integration of classic Italian coach building and British design with that sort of English heritage. Absolutely beautiful. And it was also just stunning when you started to actually see it in motion. There are very few clips of it actually in motion. It was an electric car built on an electric chassis, bespoke, and it was one that was way ahead of its time. Originally envisioned by Anders Warming, Mini's previous design chief, it was meant to be a culmination of Italian coach building with British design. And what Mini had decided to do with the help of BMW was partner with a coach builder in Italy, in this case Superleggera, and build it using the classic Italian techniques of hand forming aluminum over a wood or metal frame. And you can see evidence of that with the beautiful curvature all around, with that juxtaposition of fine details and crisp lines. It is, in a sense, a blueprint for what we see today in modern minis. In fact, in minis that are yet to be released, I'm sure. It was so successful that Jaws dropped when it was first released or sort of first shown to the public in Italy that summer of 2014. Early 2015, of course, it came to the North American Auto Show, and then questions started to rise. What was Mini intending to do with this concept? Was this, in a sense, a foreshadow of things to come? Mini was taken aback by the reaction to the car and earnestly began to look at different ways to bring it to market. Rumors point to them looking at an i3 chassis. Of course, it being electric, it would make sense. Looking at a modified F56 chassis, and even partnering with other manufacturers to bring it to life. After exhausting all options, Mini, from what we can tell, gave up on the project. And it's a real shame because what we have here is a car that is unlike anything we've seen before or after from the brand. One that truly is a halo car and something that, in our minds, would be a icon for many, many years to come. So what comes next? In a sense, Mini is tied up from an investment standpoint with so many different products as they transition to full electrification. But as you start to think about full electrification and what it can do, there's an opportunity for Mini to create a unique car like this on a skateboard chassis for a fraction of the cost that it might have had in producing a car 10, 15 years ago on a internal combustion engine powertrain. So in a sense, electrification does open the door for Mini to look at one-off projects like this, even looking at higher end projects like this, which was rumored to be 120,000 euros if they had ever brought it to market. Could Mini bring something like this to the market in the next 10 plus years when we think about electrification? Maybe. And would you buy it? Would you be interested in a Mini that cost that much and looked this good? That's the big question, as always. So that's the Superleggera, the concept from 2014 that stays with us today. We still think about it, and it's one that we're going to continue to talk about as long as we can because why not? It is truly the most beautiful Mini we've ever seen produced.